It's time for an Out and About with Jamie Grout Shortcast video, and with me is Doris Argon, and she is with the Empowerment Center in Grinnell. She is the program manager, and boy, am I lucky I got a hold of her. I was looking for a podcast to do for Grinnell, and I went to the Hey Grinnell Did You Know site on Facebook. She had all their services listed and everything, and I'd driven by it several times because I use Old Highway 6 to get back to Newton, and I had heard about it from some other people, and I didn't know anything about how it ran or what it was about or anything like that. And come to find out, I've known this lady for a while. We go way back. We met at the Meskwaki Powwow and then Oktoberfest in Grinnell.
In Marshalltown.
In Marshalltown. And she is a listener of mine at Energy 106.7, and she's running the place now. So how exciting is that? So thank you for doing what you're doing. This is a great place, and I'm learning so much about this wonderful center that you have here in Grinnell. And first of all, Doris, tell me about the Empowerment Center and what the mission is here.
Okay, the mission here is to help unhoused people, the population here in Grinnell, also to help or assist any other people in need of Grinnell with any resources or services that they may need in their situations.
And how did this place get started?
This place got started. We're a satellite office of Central Iowa Shelter in Des Moines, Iowa. We are a resource center here for Grinnell.
Okay, great. And you said you're a satellite location of a larger organization. A lady came in from the big organization.
Yeah.
And tell us about your relationship and how it benefits the people here.
She's the director of the ECC in Des Moines that's based in the Central Iowa Shelter. So we're a satellite office of her department, and I get to work out here in Grinnell, and they do the same thing on a higher scale in Des Moines.
Okay, and maybe, Doris, you could tell us what some of the biggest challenges are for people in Grinnell and Poweshiek County facing homelessness.
I feel like lack of jobs. I know I have a lot of people who are applying for jobs here in Grinnell but don't get callbacks. Also, the limited resources. That's a huge one. A lot of I work real close with a lot of the agencies here in Grinnell. We work really hard to try to assist the people here in Grinnell, but a lot of times the resources are very limited.
So what are some of the biggest conceptions about homelessness?
That it's not here. I feel like a lot of places that is, if you don't see it, it doesn't exist. So, but it does exist here in Grinnell. I have come in contact with many homeless people, whether they're living in their vehicle or they're on foot, sleeping outside.
And we talked about this a little bit in the podcast too, Doris. Some people have the misconception too, it's a homeless person, just a lazy bum or whatever the case might be. But there are hundreds of different stories.
Yes.
And you've probably heard them all, I'm sure.
Yeah. And a lot of them are, losing their job. Another one is just like the raising prices of a lot of the local trailer parks, things like that. The rent fluctuates with every month, so a lot of times they can't afford the lot rent. Other things are whether it's, like I said in our interview, domestic violence, having to split up that household, tragedy, sickness. There's so many different barriers to that, to why people become homeless.
Now, who can come to the Empowerment Center, and is it just for homeless people?
Anybody can come, with anybody who has a need, who needs assistance with applying for SNAP benefits, Medicaid. I also help them fill out like the Section 8 applications. If you have a question, I will definitely try to help you and figure out what you need or get you in contact with that resource.
And on the Hey Grinnell Did You Know site, you list all your services, and we'll get to as many as we can here in the video shortcast. But one of them is that you have care packages available. What's included in your care packages and why are they so important, Doris?
Okay, so the care package is for mainly like the homeless population. It'll have all the basic personal needs for anybody who's living outside or doesn't have a home, whether it's like socks, shampoo, toothpaste, chapstick, all those, just those basic needs that most of us take for granted.
And how often are the meals available and what do they mean to the people that you serve?
We provide a hot lunch every Tuesday and Thursday, but as long as I have somebody that comes into my office hungry, I will definitely provide them with a lunch.
That's great. And how do you how do you help people find stable housing? I know that you don't provide housing necessarily here at this location, but you do help people with that.
Yes. We do have landlord lists. I also work real close with the housing authority. So we both kind of brainstorm with each other to see how we can assist the people that come into our offices for housing.
And you provide free haircuts. How does that help people make a difference?
We have a local barber that provides the haircut vouchers. So we hand those out as they're needed and help get them presentable to however they're liking it.
There you go. Okay, that's great. What mental health services or resources do you provide?
I work with Capstone. I refer a lot of people to Capstone, and I also utilize the NAMI website. I know there's a new program getting started here in Poweshiek County, or it's like 7 counties around us, but that's still getting laid out and figuring out how that's going to look in the future.
Okay, and what job opportunities or employment assistance do you offer?
We refer to Workforce, Iowa Workforce, and I also help apply online for anybody who needs that assistance.
And you mentioned also that you'll help people with resumes and that kind of thing too?
I'll help with resumes also.
Okay. And how do you help people obtain birth certificates or identification?
That goes through the housing authority, and we will help print off the forms, and she has a program that will assist with the fees, a one-time only fee.
One-time only
Yes.
fee. Okay, all right. What medical screening resources are available, Dries?
We have public health right down the street here, so I have a lot of information of what services they offer, and they also offer free clinics every week.
Okay. And just real quick, can you give us a success story?
My favorite success stories are, I would have to say, the 7